Hey y'all, Vaughn here with the Monster Vlog, and welcome to another day of baby steps on our way to 10K a day. I have my pedometer going and we are going to be starting off in just a basic march. I wanted to let y'all know that it is perfectly okay if you do not have 45 minutes in you. Do a 5-minute, do a 10-minute, do a 20. It's still whatever you can do today. Just that we're up and doing it is so important. That is winning. Being in the habit of showing up. So we're here, we clicked play, the hard part is behind us. Now we get to just move and have fun. So let's get that march going. I'm focusing on good posture, nice, upright, strong posture. However you are, breathing evenly and freely. I want to make sure that my clothes are kind of ready to go. Sorry, getting all situated. There we are. We have some water on hand to drink so we don't dehydrate. What, big boy? He's mad at me. I tried to trim his toes, like his toenails. So let's keep that march going and move a little bigger in our arms. I really love how this kind of massages through my rotator cuffs and my shoulders, my trapezius muscles. It just feels good to be moving. If y'all have a pedometer or a BitFit or something of the sort, like one of those fitness watches, and you know how many steps you get from this workout, please do let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. So now let's come into a step together. Step together, step together. And you could be at a much smaller pace. Again, just wherever you are today, be there. Keeping my core engaged. And that's just coming from a place of feeling supported from my core. I'm not like, kind of flopping and jerking around. It's supported, controlled posture. And let's add in some swing arms. It's almost, I engage my core the most actually whenever I think about keeping something balanced on my head. Because it just makes me feel that connection of like stability. So step together, swinging those arms. And now still picturing that we're balancing something on our head, let's come into some hip circles. Inhaling and exhaling around. And you can actually move with this if you want. You can keep your hands on your hips, or you can put your hands on your shoulders, or one of my favorites is behind my head. And now let's change direction. Just really treating it like I'm inside a tube or a ring, and I'm trying to touch the whole ring all the way around. Keep breathing, keep moving. And this really just makes me feel like I'm squeezing and juicing, just like really massaging my core. There we go. Let's march. We can do some forward and back. So we're doing a little bit of time travel with the way that we're recording and posting the videos. So today in history, I am recording this one, which is baby step 45.2. That's the 45-minute second workout. And make those arms a little bigger. Ooh, actually, let's come into arm circles. There we go. But today, to our members only section and change direction, we released the 17th baby step. So like we're into week 3. Oh my goodness. No, we're not. Maybe? I think so. Is it a 15-minute one? I think so. Yeah, so week 3. There we go. So now we're going to do where instead of doing a V step, we're going out, out, in. There we go. Left leg lead. But And it just, so we're into week 3 with, our members, and y'all are making me so proud. Kristen and Saki Girl, sorry, I was about to say Dark Tea Time Creations. I keep getting names mixed up, but you guys are doing so good. I'm so proud of y'all. And everybody else who's been following along. I'm so excited that we're doing this. We're changing our lives. So we've swapped and now we're doing the right leg lead. Out, out, in, out, in. So I'm trying to treat it like if I were on a line on the ground, I'm staying on that line. Right on, let's come into a step tap. And when you feel ready, add in a reach across. Keep breathing. And now let's add a little bit of a dip, if you want. And always, if we're doing a movement that you're not digging it, just march or do whatever you feel like. So long as we're moving, we are going where we're going. It's just about getting the movement in, you guys. Building that cardiovascular health, because doing this, y'all, has given me so much more energy to just bring with me throughout my day. All right, let's come into a heel tap. This is it from the side. And really, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to cut through that brain fog. I wanted to be able to feel like I had something left in my tank at the end of the day. And a whole lot of this has been, working on my mindset as well to kind of be able to mentally set down the stress, but exercising has helped me so much in feeling more physical energy, and it helps me to set down that mental stress. Let's add in a tricep curl, keeping our upper arm stable, just hinging at the elbows. Tap that heel, tap that heel. But just, it's helping. I really do think it is. My blood sugar numbers have been so much better, like my fasting blood sugar. I'm still in the low 100s, but I have not measured in over 120 in like 2 or 3 months. And that is like phenomenal to me. All right, let's come and do a step tap with the reach overs. And so I really want to, whenever I get more testing strips for my glucose reader, I want to try a couple of days where I'm taking my fasting blood sugar and then my blood sugar like 2 hours after a meal. Okay, let's keep this reach over going with a little bit of a dip. Though I'm also kind of interested in seeing how much it's going to cost me to get one of those things that you just stick in your arm. That way I can just wear it long enough to get some data on how different foods affect me. Just to find out, more data. So I'm kind of interested in that, but I'd almost rather poke myself to bleeding multiple times a day than wear something in my arm, just because I can imagine that kind of bothering me. All right, let's tap with our toe to the front now. And I think that's going to be kind of expensive, so we'll just figure it out as we go. But I have to remind myself that some things are cheaper to take care of now than to, put off till later. Let's add in a bicep curl. Keep going. Keeping that core pulled in, supported. Okay, so now from here, we're gonna do a very hip bumpy march. So this is us just marching in place. Throw your hip into it. And I'm just doing that by really shifting my weight from side to side and kind of stretching through that hip. And I've got a very generous bend in my knees. And let's add in some snake arms. Or just coming up and down with our arms. Like I said, a very generous bend in my knees. I'm not up here, I'm like down here. Very fun, you guys. Okay, let's see what's next. We're gonna be tapping to the side. Tapping out, tapping out. Actually, while we do this, I'm gonna get some water. Keep that side tap going. And if you want, you can stay here, or you can join me in adding in a lateral raise. Remembering to breathe. I think it's so important. I have zero evidence. I'm not a scientist, and putting a colander on my head hooked up to a car battery did not get me the measurements I was looking for. But I bet that if we have fun while we're working out, that probably does something to offset the cortisol stress hormone that's produced when we're working out. It's a theory. So now let's do that march again. And for the sake of happy chemicals in our brains, shake your butt. Ooh. I mean, don't throw anything, don't throw out your back, but throw it out if you know what I mean. All right, I'm gonna calm it down on my lower body a little, and I just wanna add in a shoulder shimmy. And if that's quite a bit for me, so I'm just gonna march. And then add in that alternate shoulder shimmy, nice and slow. And then you can speed it up and go into a full-on shimmy. Keeping that march going in our feet. All right, let's come into a tap back. This is it from the side. Keep going. Keep breathing. And from here, let's add in a shoulder press. There we go. Keeping that back tap going. And just check in with yourself. Compared to week 1, when we were pulling off 5 minutes, how does your balance feel? How does your strength feel? March in place. And if you want, we can go ahead and add in those hip bumps. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep going. And now we can add in some hand circles, keeping that booty bumping. Keep breathing. Alrighty, y'all, let's step out with our feet and let's go into half jack arms. So it's like half of a jumping jack. I'm gonna check real quick and see if I can even do a full jumping jack. Oh mercy, not without a bra with a little more constitution. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to be bouncing the microphone. So I'm gonna stick to the half jacks, but you do whatever you feel like today. And now we can do double arms. Okay, so do y'all recall how we did the other day where we tapped to the front, to the side, to the back, to the side, and to the front? We're gonna be doing that next, but we're gonna be sliding all of those points together. And I'm just letting you know this, that way we can kind of mentally prepare ourselves. All right, so let's march to get our feet in under us. And then I'm just gonna hold my position and we're gonna be putting our foot out to the front, to the side, to the back, back to the side, to the front, and in. So now on the other side. Woo! And it's all right if we start to lose our balance. We are here to be challenged. Bringing that foot around, just a nice, like really nice, like crescent step, and I just got a cramp in my butt, but that's okay. So we're just bringing that around and then back out. Woo! Just trying to draw like our toe is a piece of chalk. There we go. Nice and slow. I've got a bent knee on my supporting leg. There we are. Now, I don't know what the correct dance like technique or posture is for that, but I figure even just building up strength, hopefully I'm not building too many bad habits. All right, let's march forward and back. But I wish there were like some dance studios that offered like adult classes in like bar and beginner, dance and stuff, but I have to drive about an hour to get to the nearest ones. Let's keep marching with bigger arms. And that's just a little too far to manage 2-hour round trip. There we go. So I guess I could resort to searching on YouTube again. But sometimes I get overwhelmed with all the things I want to do and all the things YouTube has to offer. Okay, so we're gonna be here, still for a moment, and then come up and do a calf raise and then back down. And this is a narrow stance calf raise. So I'm raising up and down, trying to push through my pinky toes just as much as my big toes. Whew. And I'm trying to not go super duper fast. There we go. That's a nice pace, experiencing the full range of motion. And now let's step it out into a wider calf raise. And again, trying to support up through, using as much of my foot to support what's happening. Really feeling it, strengthening the top of my feet and my ankles, as well as my calves. One more. Whew, there we go. Oh my goodness. Let's come into a stagger stance. Right leg towards the screen. And we're gonna jab, cross, step, step. Jab, cross, step, step. Jab, cross, step, step. Oh, my calves are burning. That's okay though. We're good at doing difficult things. We are good at rising to challenges and giving it our best. You can stay here with me, or you can jab, cross, step, knee. Jab, cross, step, knee. There we go. Jab, cross, step, knee. Jab, cross, step, knee. There we go. Let's march it over. Other side, left leg lead on the stagger stance. So that's our left leg towards the camera. And we're gonna jab, cross, step, step. Jab, cross, step, step. Camera or screen or however we look at it. Jab, cross, step, step. Jab, cross, step, step. You okay, big boy? Oh, he just itchy, okay. I got you, buddy. Oh, with your scratches. There he goes, okay. And you can stay here or you can add that knee. Jab, cross, step, knee. Jab, cross, step, knee. Jab, cross, step, knee. Hey, big boy. Oh, come on. I know. Y'all keep going. All right, up next. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Poor old man. And we march. There we go. Whew. Getting a little bit of sweat going. Moving it forward and back. This is also a great opportunity to get some water. Beep, beep, buddy. All right, keep marching with the bigger arms. Just keep moving, getting those steps in, trying to keep my heart rate up, even at a slower pace of tempo. All right, let's come into a step together. And you can move this forward and back if you like. Sorry, these pants keep kind of sliding down just enough to where they're uncomfortable. There we go. I feel like I gotta wear suspenders and all my britches nowadays. Keep that step together going. And you can stay here or we can add in a chest press. Keep going. Alrighty, up next, y'all, let's transition right into doing some skaters. Still roughly that same movement, but we're stepping a little farther behind and we're letting our arms follow to get a nice little bit of a twist through our core. Now you can reach forward and pull back to add a little bit more intensity, but keep going. We are over halfway done, you guys. We are in the downhill portion of the workout. All right. From here, let's come into a knee lift. This is it from the side. Be wherever you are, you guys. Just keep moving. We can always fine tune the intensity and the range of motion and and we can always bring more next time, but don't worry about how much you're bringing now. Just worry about showing up. All right, we can keep these knee ups going. Ooh, and do elbow across to opposite knee. Because truly, even if you're just marching in place, holding on to something, if you're hanging with me for the full 45 minutes, that's a big freaking deal, I think. It's a whole lot better than, I know I'm doing a whole lot better than when I was before I started doing my baby steps. And that's progress, and I love it. There we go. Whew. All right, let's come into a step tap. Catching our breath, letting our arms just swing and relax. All right, let's get them back up. Let's keep our arms at like a 90-degree bend. And we're gonna keep this step tap going and come into a hook across. Keep going. You can bring it a little deeper. We hunch down a little. There we go. Step together. I'm moving that step together forward and back just because I love it. Keep going. Prepare ourselves for some crisscross arms, alternating which arm's on top, keeping that step together going. Keep breathing. All right, march it out, y'all. Get some water. And even if the scale is not moving, even if your measurements are not going down, please give yourself more time. Please apply yourself to your consistency. Establish what your bare minimum is. Let's move with larger arms. But for me, my bare minimum was to just track my calories. I don't have to stay within any sort of budget. I just have to keep track of it. And at first it was twice a week. And then I was like, well, I'm just gonna try to do it more often. And so if we keep being just a little better than we were the day before or the week before or the month before, however long it takes for that 1% better to stick before moving on, you will make progress. But whenever we started, let's do a low front kick. When we started the year of yoga, I was at my heaviest weight during that time. And I still learned, I almost needed to get there to learn to love myself. Without strings attached, without conditions, to just love myself. All right, let's add a reach, and you can make that kick up a little higher if you feel it. But just showing up for 5 minutes was all I asked of myself. And some days I'd do yoga for 30 or 40 minutes. Some days that 5 was all I had in me, but still just by showing up at all taught me to respect myself. And that I wanted to be the kind of person that whenever I say I'm gonna do something to myself, that I hold the promises that I make to myself. All right, let's come into a wide stance and hamstring curl. Oh, that feels so good. Feeling that muscle get squeezed. But that year, I finally stopped gaining weight. And then our Sam dog passed away, and we were doing keto with our niece while she was here for the summer, and I'd lost like 30 pounds out of keto and then depression. Let's do a pull down. So hands up and pull down as the hamstring curl comes up. But then that's when I started tracking, just to, I had started to gain like 10 pounds back. And I was like, I need to, track it's a budget. And so I'd proven to myself that I could be consistent with something, through the year of yoga. Let's kick out to the side. There we go. And I didn't try to limit right out the gate, but I got comfortable with no longer being afraid of or hassled by needing to measure or weigh my food. And then I started, with Fittober and Nom Nom November. So it was such slow going there in the beginning that you'd only seen anything happening if you did a 2-year time lapse of it. But that's because so much of it was happening inside. All right, we're gonna keep this side leg lift going with an alternate lateral raise. So don't give up on yourself. Sometimes you just gotta give it a couple of years and then it'll feel like stuff's just falling into place. Keep going. All right, from here, y'all, we're gonna do heel to hand, heel to hand, heel to hand, heel to hand, alternating to the front and to the back. There we go. And I'm trying to build up my coordination to where I hit it every time. It didn't happen, but I'm trying. And now let's bring our arms up high if we're ready. Keep going. Behind, behind, into the front, and behind. Remembering to breathe. Like I missed both of those just now. That's okay. I'm gonna march forward and back. And now let's do a kick out to the back. I'm really glad that I did the year of yoga. It helped me to find a place of peace and establish a root there that really helped me through all the loss we've had these past couple of years. Let's add our big wave arms. And it meant so much to me because I was afraid that what if I reached my fitness goals and I still was not at peace, because really it wasn't being skinny that I wanted. It was being at peace. And I feel so fortunate to have found that, and I'm not even below 200 pounds yet. It's not there all the time, but I get the feeling that it wouldn't have been there all the time. Let's march. If I had just woken up and was skinny, I still had all of this to tidy up. And again, skinny does not mean healthy, y'all. I want to be strong. I want to be mobile. I want to be capable. I want to feel good. And doing this helps that so much. All right, let's keep this march going. And let's make the arms and movement maybe a little bigger. I'm taking smaller steps, but I'm doing them bigger, if that makes sense. Keep going, y'all. All right, from here, we are going to step out and in, or step out and in, step out and in, out and in. Now I'm trying to keep my weight balanced on both of my feet as we come out. And you can start feeling around with adding a little bit of a dip. And if you want, you can stay at this little bit of a dip, or This is that little bit of a dip. Or you can come into a full-on squat. Step out and squat, step out and squat. And as we squat out, we pull back into center. Keep going. One more on each side. There's one. Whew. And there's two. Let's march to get our feet in under us. And then as soon as we're ready, we'll step into a right leg lead, V-step. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Keep going. Hoo-wee. We're doing good, y'all. Keep going. Let's add in those bright arms. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. And you can come a little deeper into that V-step squat if you want. Prepare ourselves for it changing to the left leg lead. And go. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Keep going. Keep this V-step going and add in our bright arms and that dip, if and you want. I've got sweat dripping down my forehead. Okay, here we go. Alrighty, y'all, let's march in place. Actually, I'm gonna get some water. Oh my goodness gracious. We're doing it though, and y'all are gonna hate me, but up next after this, we've got fast feet. It's okay though, we totally have this, we can do this. Just see what you got in you today. We've already won by showing up. Now we're just seeing what happens. All right, keep marching with nice big arms. And we can start thinking about what we want to be doing with our arms while we do our fast feet. And so we could do, I'm a big fan of having both hands forward and then back, just because, I don't know, it helps me kind of keep my balance, but I also really like trying to layer in snake arms or framing arms. So whatever you feel, do that. But I'm gonna come to like hip width stance, and I'm just starting a fast tap until I feel like an egg beater in like a metal bowl, just that noise that the egg beaters make. And if you need to, slow down or take a pause and then come back in when you can. Keep it going. And we can even try bringing our feet a little closer together. I like it wide though. Whew. Oh my goodness, keep going. We've got this. Keep going. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, let's step together. What's it say my heart rate is? It says 109, but I don't know if this thing's accurate because I can hear my heart beating in my ears. It's going faster than 109. Oh yeah, 114, whatever. It's fast enough, that's for sure. Whew. Good job, you guys. Okay, let's keep that step together going. And let's push both arms out to the side. Okay, up next, y'all, we're gonna be doing that step out similar to how we did with the squat, but instead of squatting, we're lunging. And so it's gonna start out like squat, lunge, to the side, and then to the side, one side, and then the other. And now from here, we're gonna step out, come in, knee up. Step out, come in, knee up, just to mix it up. Step out, step in, knee 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 up. Last time. Step out, step in, knee up. Let's march it out. Very, very good, you guys. Oh my goodness. We're basically in our cool down. Let me get some more water because I'm parched. All right, let's keep that march going. And now let's do small arm circles to the forward. While we march. And now let's change direction. Keeping that march going. All right, let's march nice and wide. Come down in quite deep. And you don't have to be deep if you don't want to, or you could be low for 4 steps. High, 2, 3, 4, low, 2, 3, 4. High, 2, 3, 4, low, 2, 3, 4. Now let's stay low, get our arms up, change it to a little bit of a step tap, still nice and low. You keep your arms in a low W or higher up. We really want to be feeling this through our core. So it's like we're going into a cartwheel. Never have I ever in my life been able to do a cartwheel. That'd be crazy cool if I could. I'm scared to try though. But doing a cartwheel and monkey bars, that would be, I've never ever been able to do either of those. Oh, let's come and do a step together. And that'd just be the coolest thing. Like, that'd make me so happy. Something to work towards. Letting our heart rates return back down to a nice normal level. Letting our breath calm. Keep this step together going. I like making it a little dancier just so I can kind of stretch and feel through my hips more. Let's come now just into a step tap. Just letting our arms relax. Let's stand in place and do some neck rolls. Change direction. Let's come back to this step tap with a nice kind of floppy arm swing. Like, and I really want to feel like I'm pendulous armed, just swinging them through, letting gravity drag some of that tension out of my neck and shoulders. Let's march in place, nice and gentle. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's do some shoulder rolls. I always need as much love in my shoulders and neck as what I can get. Change direction. Very good, y'all. Let's inhale, plant our right heel, exhale, fold forward. You might be up here holding onto your thigh or on a piece of furniture, but you may be able to come down just a little deeper. Inhale up, plant the left heel, come back down to your range of motion, and breathe. Come on back up. And y'all, we have done it. I highly recommend doing a bit more of a cool down, or if you want to add in some strength training or something of the sort, now's a fantastic time. We are plenty warmed up. Ooh, how many steps did we get? 3,920. That is all right by me, you guys. So thank you so much for being my workout buddy, and I'll see y'all in the outro. Hey y'all, thank you so much for joining me here today, and let me know how many steps you got in. I am just so proud of us that this is our second 45-minute workout, you guys. That is not nothing, not by a long shot. Oh my gosh. Today's question of the day is pinned down in the comment section. And it's one of the journal prompts that I used. Sometimes we have y'all's wonderful suggestions as our questions of the day. So if you have any suggestions or requests, please do let me know down in the comments, because I'm worried about running out of questions of the day. But we'll think of something, I'm sure, putting our heads together. But yeah, these are questions that were helpful to me in kind of finding my way along, where like kind of just things that are obvious once they're said out loud, but they were like subtle things that I hadn't, yeah, it's obvious once you point it out, but I hadn't really paid any attention to it. And so it was wonderful to get to shine light on some of those different things, just to kind of help myself along. And I hope that they're helpful to y'all as well. And I look forward to chatting with you more down in the comments. But I wanted to take this opportunity to thank our channel members, because y'all make what we do here at the Vonster Vlog possible. And y'all are just the greatest. So we have Cher, Lil Sprite, Saki Girl, Sabaya, Ann Salter, Laura Tudor, Amazing Amy, Brenda Brunton, and Stephanie Dunaway. Thank you guys so much for believing in what we're doing here. Like, thank you. So I will see everybody tomorrow for another day of baby steps on our way to 10K a day. And until then, you guys, keep on keeping on. Mwah. Bye.